Hi everyone, I'm Any New Province, and I just finished up a league with Cantrip life. Stick around till that last match. I promise we do beat Tron eventually. You can gain more life than your opponent could ever dream of getting rid of in whatever match you want by clicking on the timestamp in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the league. We're going to get to be on the play with a not great hand. We do have a turn 1 play. So I'm going to keep. And yeah, you know what, man? This is gonna be ridiculous, but it's gonna be ridiculously fun. Hey, Waltzmark, come on in. What's up, man? How you doing tonight? Hopefully my internet service provider does not decide to drop frames tonight. Yeah, tonight I think is going to be a little bit more ridiculous than usual. My opponent's probably like, Ash Baron's Implement of Improvement, huh? Oh god, don't be Tron. This deck is so bad against Tron, man. I'm telling you. Like, so bad against Tron. I guess we're going to go ahead and get some white mana. I feel like we're going to be choked on that sooner than later. Please don't be Tron. Irikun, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, you were. I remember talking with you in the early days of the Reddit times. How's it going? I think you were like one of the only people to comment on. God, this deck is so bad against Tron. I think you were one of the only people to comment on my content when I first started. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play Plains, and then we're going to play Seeker of the Way to play around Condescend X1. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have a Prohibit or something. It's not the end of the world if they do, but, you know. At least we'll get to cycle this Implement of Improvement. Oh god, the Tron matchup is so bad, guys. I do not feel great about this. So we're going to go ahead and cycle this. Kabira Crossroads, sure. What's up, Al? Yeah, it's 7 already. We're out here, so we're gonna try to resolve a survival cache here. Oh, guys, tonight I had to play an Epicure deck. Here comes potential counter magic. Opponent's gonna condescend our survival cache. Yep. Oh, right on. Okay, so you're in a different time zone, no doubt. No, that's cool. I'm really glad you're dropping in tonight. At least I haven't F6'd on my turn yet. I'm almost thinking like Monday nights probably aren't the best stream nights because I'm just like so absent. What's up, Lizardu? Opponent is taking their time assembling Tron, and they haven't cast a Muldrifter yet, so I feel better about that at least. Our turn, we're going to draw Revitalize. So we're going to go ahead and try to sneak through a Student of Ojutai here. No Condescend X1 for our opponent. We're going to play some more black sources just in case. We go to combat and attack with our Seeker and F6. So next turn, maybe we'll have to journey something huge and then start cantripping with Revitalizes and stuff. This deck is just really bad against stuff like Capsize. Oh, they didn't sack their map. That's odd. I don't really know what they were holding out for. So opponent gonna Forbidden Alchemy here. Thank you, Lynx. I'm gonna need it. All right, we draw Chainer's Edict. Our opponent hasn't done very much yet. They are going to assemble Tron next turn. I'm gonna go ahead and cantrip with Revitalize here. Trigger my guys. No, this deck is really bad against Tron. I basically just got pummeled by them anytime I've played them. We'll play Chimera Crossroads. I mean, if this isn't a if this isn't a Capsize version, like I haven't played against I haven't played against anything but the Capsize version. So we can beat Moment's Peace with our Epicure, but all right, so we're going to try and journey that, although our opponent could have Chainer's Edict. I don't know if maybe we try to Flashback Justice here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe we try to Flashback Justice here. I'm worried that they're going to Ghostly Flicker it. I guess if they use their mana for Ghostly Flicker here, then we can... Yeah. Ask Elves players. Yeah, okay. So I think I will try to Journey, despite thinking it might not be the right option, but we will try to Journey here. I know tapping black mana before I have to, pretty suboptimal, but I don't think I'm going to be casting this Evencar's Justice this turn. And we can always Chainer's Edict this if they do decide to Ghostly Flicker. Okay, they're not going to. Okay, so we're going to Implement of Improvement, pump our Seeker. I'm pretty sure they're leaving out Moment's Peace here, but it is what it is. I don't know, like, once they've capsized our board, like, we're not in super good shape. So I'm doing this just in case. Yeah, there's another Justice. We're going to gain some more life, not casting any of these spells in our hand. We're going to try to attack for 6 here. And we're putting on a pretty good clock, but I think our opponent, yeah, I think it's Moment's Peace time. They already have a Drifter in the bin for their Pulse, too. Yeah, sure. So they go up to 18, but we drop them back down. Cycles are Motile. So they did successfully fog us for 1 turn. Yeah, we could time them out. They are taking a while. All right, there's Mull Drifter. Going to draw some cards, sure. So I am going to, despite like the threat of counter magic, I think I'm going to have to try to start flashing back Justices, which is a way to win through like this stuff. All right, so our opponent's tapping down pretty low. Dinrova Horror. Okay. That's an issue. They're going to bounce Seeker. Yep. I think we discard Seeker here. I don't know that we're going to. Okay, so how can next turn go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can only flashback Justice once. We'll gain some life off of Student of Ojutai. Although I might just hardcast it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hardcast it, and then 1, 2 to Chainer's Edict away the Dinrova Horror. So yeah. So I think I'm going to pitch Seeker here. I don't think it has any grounds on helping us win the game. All right, let's hope our opponent doesn't have any of the infinite Tron spells that we're worried about. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will Evencar's Justice. I am. Yeah. Gain some life, kill that thing, and then we will Chainer's Edict, away your horror. Attack down to 8. Flashback Edict in the bin. If our opponent doesn't have multiple creatures here, but yeah. There's Mnemonic Wall, they get back Pulse of Marasa. All right, gang, time to just start playing super fast. Here comes Dinrova Horror. Oh, just another Mnemonic Wall. So now they have double Mnemonic Wall Ghostly Flicker. Uh-oh. Now they can Pulse Loop pretty much whatever they want. There's another Seeker. I don't think Seeker really matters. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't cast Justice here. So I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Evencar's Justice with buyback. Gain some life. Oh yeah, no, it's not going to be... This isn't going to be fantastic or anything. Maybe our opponent's thinking about countering this. They could have another Condescend. So long as we can keep flashing back this Evencar's Justice, we won't be... Like, we won't die to their creatures. It'll be an uphill battle against the Pulse Marasa because we have 1 Bajuka Bog. We're going to have to time that pretty optimally. But we have so much life, like, we just don't have to kill the Dinrova Horror. I guess I can just get back a bunch of creatures and then... Like, maybe we'll find a removal, like another Journey for Dinrova Horror. Yep, here comes Dinrova Horror. Opponent going to get back their Mull Drifter. Probably, I assume. Oh, no, okay. So we'll pitch Seeker here. And now the slow, painful death begins. Yeah, we're not super good against Tron. That is certain. But we're going to do our darndest. Survival Cache. And we're going to pick up Untap Land with Orzhov Basilica here. Oh, opponent's going to counter Survival Cache. Okay, sure. Yep. Bounce Scoured Barrens. Well, we'll probably just play that instead. Yeah, I'll pitch Talisman here. I'm okay keeping lands for a second. Yep, play out Scoured Barrens, pass turn. So cash, we're at 59. Let the F6ing begin. So our opponent's going to start doing 4 to us. They have infinite Ghostly Flicker mana. They can just bounce our board with Dinrova Horror. Like, I almost feel like I should scoop real soon, but the Tron matchup with this deck is so bad. Like, I was really hoping that I would just fade Tron, which is kind of an unrealistic expectation because Tron is a deck in Pauper, but you got to do what you got to do. Yep. Opponent going to bounce our whole board and probably leave up. They only have 1 blue mana left, so I guess we could like maybe get them somehow, but I don't really see that being possible anytime soon. We're going to draw an extra card with Survival Cash. Gains more life. And it's Sungrace Pegasus to the rescue. And we will just play Scoured Barrens pass the turn. I mean, our opponent only has 33 cards left in their library, right? Yep, opponent going to continue to Stone Rain us. Sure. Whatever, we get a Sungrace Pegasus on board, man. Can't lose. Opponent, 32 cards left in library. We're at 60. How many turns is that going to take, gang? They might have to start fogging us. We got this Sungrace Pegasus going on. They don't have Mnemonic Wall. Yep, gonna bounce all of our planes and stuff. I think they're gonna bounce the rest of our permanents here, actually. We'll drop Basilica. Oh yeah, I went so deep, man. I mean to highlight Epicure of Blood in all of its glory. Yeah, there goes Sungrace Pegasus. We can pitch the Justice now. Black mana. Okay, so we that's the turn. I'm gonna make them kill me. How many swamps? Have I discarded any swamps? You're going to have to do it. If you want to play this super unfun deck opponent, you're going to have to win fair and squaresies. Even if this deck is super duper bad against even the first Dinrova Horror. 31 cards in our opponent's library. Not bouncing our Journey to Nowhere for some reason. I think it's about to go here now. Maybe they're afraid of decking? Around 14 turns to kill with Dinrova Horror. True. Hey man, all we need is an Implement of Improvement, and we can get it going again. Maybe I'll just sandbag this land until I get an Implement of Improvement. I think that's the best way out here. More Dinrova Horrors. Oh no, our opponent had to target the Journey that time. Down to 26 cards in library. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just not going to play land. Opponent gets some more mana. You should, like, draw a bunch of cards with Muldrifter. Exactly, right? We're winning the in the moral high ground here. And Rolling Thunder for Jillian, by the looks of things. And then they can just bounce Mnemonic Walls to get Rolling Thunder back. What if they cast this wrong? Oh, lol. You can't see the number you write on Rolling Thunder because awesome bugs. We're at 18. We finally draw Epicure of Blood. And we'll make our opponent kill us. But yeah, the Tron matchup is trivially bad. I think I even mentioned that in the deck tech. Like, anyway. If we don't fade Tron all night, we don't fade Tron all night. Who was it I was talking to? I think I was talking to Pauper Tim about that. I was like, man, the auto scoops. Opponent going to roll the Thunder. X8, and we're dead. Cool. All right, so relics are gonna come in. That's it. I didn't make a ton of sideboard decisions for Tron because we're just it's pretty likely we're just not gonna beat Tron. So we'll take out Doomblade. Evankar's Justice is a way for us to win the game, but it's not relevant if they get any of their loops going. So we're basically just gonna hope to stick an early relic and just ride it all the way out. This hand's super duper bad, but we have early Seekers, which is a way we might perceivably be able to win the game, so I'm actually going to keep here. And hey, we've got Epicure and Student of Ojutai, combo in hand. Yeah, we just got to win one game, guys. Gain a Jillion life and win like that. You should go to 4 opponent, or you should just tank about your 7 for like 5 straight minutes. They're probably thinking like, how bad would this have to be for me to lose this game? All right, Ash Barons go. No implement because we're gonna go find white mana this turn. Get a Plains, F6, play the Plains, play Seeker of the Way, pass the turn. Next turn we'll just Seeker again. Hopefully, well, it doesn't look like we're gonna get hit by Condescend X1, so that's good. Things not going like perfectly, but all right, so we'll play Seeker, bounce our Ash Barons, go to combat, and next turn we'll get down Pristine Talisman, and then we'll be Epicuring. Opponent on the natural, just as it should be. There's Muldrifter. You guys ready? Are you guys ready to feel the pain? So unfortunately, I don't think we can play. I guess we can just run this Ash Barons out. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So I'll run out Ash Barons, play Pristine Talisman, triggers. Yeah, natural with Prism. Opponent is on the greasiest right now, but I don't know. Maybe they don't have a ton of colored mana, and we win. I don't know. There's a lot of wishful thinking happening here. We'll Journey the Muldrifter, go to combat, attack for 8 with our Seekers, gain a bunch of life. Opponent's at 10. We're gonna cast an Epicure of Blood next turn. They play Simic Signet. Maybe they don't have anything going on. And what's this? Another Muldrifter. Looks like they're just gonna leave up some mana. Okay. I mean, I don't think I came here to not play Epicure of Blood. Even though my opponent is representing essentially infinite counter magic here. I actually think I'm going to try to pump these guys up to lethal. I know that's like the boring way, but that's what we're gonna do. I know. I think they're gonna counter it. Trying to win now. Boring. Oh man, if we find another implement off of this implement, then we're gonna get up to lethal damage. So, or no, I think we can get, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast Pristine Talisman here. And hope they don't have a fog, I guess. Alright, Implement of Improvement. Pump the Seekers. Spoiler alert, they definitely have a fog. Bummer. 6 mana for our opponent. They're going to Teachings for Moment's Peace. Obviously. Oh yeah, we got to make him use it. There's no way we win this game without making him use it. And Epicure can win through fog. So, yeah. So we'll cast it now. Conceivably. It's a lot of mana, though. Oh, they're going to leave now? Okay, sure. Oh, they're going to chump with Muldrifter? All right. So many layers. Okay, our opponent's going to go to 5, which is pretty good with Epicure coming down next turn. And we're going to gain a bunch of life. I think they probably have Pulse in hand as well, which is trouble for us. They also have tons of colored mana now. Here comes Pulse. Or maybe they have a way to deal with both of these. Oh, is this just a big old Rolling Thunder? I'm very happy with them getting rid of all their colored mana, because it means we're going to resolve an Epicure. I think that would be fun too. I'd be into that. All right, so opponent's going to Rolling Thunder away our... Oh, get back Rolling Thunder. That's no fun, opponent. Tron, why you gotta do that? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of think I want to tap both of these talismans to cast this. I know that seems counterintuitive, but so we'll play Epicure. And we'll ping our opponent, draw a card. We just have to draw 4 more Epicures. Oh, wait, well, that's pretty good, actually. Oh, we don't have the double black. Bummer. Okay. Pass the turn. And if they want to spend their turn Rolling Thunder X4ing, I guess that's cool. Like, sure. Mm-hmm. And maybe they have a way to loop it, but I mean, really slow removal, honestly. I don't know. Yeah, man, it's funny because I don't even know if the burn matchup is that good. All right, opponent's going to gain some life up to 11 with Pulse, getting back the Drifty Boy. Okay, so we're just going to play a couple more attackers, and we'll start revitalizing in a second. I don't know if they can get back this Rolling Thunder, but I can't play in such a way that they will. We can't cast this Even Cards Justice yet, so we might as well start gaining life. But as soon as Dinrova Horror comes down, like, that's pretty much GG. Oh yeah, would love to unearth me a Martyr of Sands. All right, so let's implement, gain some life, we'll draw a card. Hitting another black mana and having them, and fading their counter magic would be ideal. Oh, that sucks. All right, we're going to revitalize here. Gonna leave black mana floating because that might matter. Kabira Crossroads, not gonna do it this turn, but we'll play it and pass the turn. I guess we can attack with Student of Ojutai. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. Okay, pass. 61 comfortable life over here. Opponent gonna flicker, draw some cards, looking for that Dinrova boy. They had it all this game, gang. If they didn't have that Rolling Thunder, I think we would have won. Because on the following turn, we could have Student of Ojutai revitalize, 2 triggers. They were at 5, so that would put them down to 3. I guess we wouldn't have won right there and then. Oh, we would have got to, yeah, so and then we would have gotten to tap the talismans twice. And I guess we would have won on the next turn. Cracked Martyr, revealed 4, cracked second Martyr, revealed 4, then unearthed a Martyr and revealed 4. So does it deal damage to players too? Did you deal 12? That's bananas. Opponent in literally no trouble of losing here. Like, not even close. I think only playing slowly could affect them. Ooh, they're going to do the Evoke draw 4 here. 29 cards in my opponent's library. Oh, it just, oh, Martyr of Sand. Sorry, not Martyr of Ashes. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's nasty. Yeah, and our opponent, it's a bad Tron matchup anyway. I feel like I'm belly aching for kind of no reason here, but whatever. No blocks with Sungrace Pegasus. I refuse. Sungrace Pegasus is proud. Come on. Oh, Pristine Talisman. Why you gotta do me like that? Alright, so we'll Revitalize. Gain some more life. Burn opponent just scooped, as you would. Not having that nonsense. Alright, so we will try to play a Talisman here, and then we'll use Talisman to cast Survival Cache. Talisman comes down. I'm assuming they would Condescend because it would stunt our what we're doing. Man, we're gonna gain a lot of life. That's for dang sure. Cast another Survival Cache next turn. Wonder if opponent has like Curse of the Bloody Tome or anything. They're really helping us out on the mill plan, that's for sure. Kind of regretting playing this Ash Barrens early. 10 cards in hand for our opponent, 22 cards in library. Gonna get in with a couple Drifty Boys. Yeah, they're definitely not winning fast. Come on. They're gonna get back the Rolling Thunder now. That's a bummer. So now they can loop Rolling Thunder, so we're gonna be dead in a couple of turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 mana effectively. So they will still have to Rolling Thunder us 4 times. Oh, they're going to kill my creatures first. Okay. Well, that's cool. Proud Pegasus. The proud Pegasi railed down by a Rolling Thunder. A Rolling of Thunders. So if you guys aren't doing the math at home, our opponent has us dead in 4 turns, which we'll have to ping them down from 11 with an Epicure of Blood somehow in like one go. Plus the Muldrifter damage. So we're in no hurry here. Oh man, there's Epicure. They can just kill it with Rolling Thunder next turn, but I think it's worth trying. We're not doing anything else. Opponent's gonna counter. Bummer. Bummer opponent. Gonna flick the boys. Yep. We're gonna ping him for 1 to send a message. That would be kind of cool, actually. I think the mill plan is legit. Against most decks, having this much life is somewhat irrelevant. Like, it makes it makes most plans pretty irrelevant, but, you know, it is what it is. Opponent gonna Condescend X2. We won't pay. Because we can't. And we'll play another Black Source, and then we're gonna try to work our way. No, actually, they can just Condescend Evankar's Justice, so that doesn't really matter. I guess it'll stop them. Like, if they just tap out for Rolling Thunders, then it'll stop them from being effective that way. Maybe they're just going to try to get up to 70 some odd Rolling Thunder damage. It's honestly kind of hard to say. Nah, they're just going to tap a bunch of mana for it. Well, at least we're going to get to kill these Muldrifters, huh? And actually, if we Journey one of these, then life's not super bad. Or like even Edict one, like if we can't Edict anything. Yeah, this is 5-color Tron Troll, for sure. I'm assuming they're going to leave up Ghostly Flicker or something like that to prevent us from killing these Mnemonic Walls. There isn't any draw besides Journey to Nowhere. If they tap out and we get to Journey to Nowhere, what's up? What's up, I like ponies? Welcome to the Janku Banku. So even Journey to Nowhere doesn't do it here because they just get to another Evankar's Justice. Okay. That's pretty far out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can't Condescend enough here. So we're going to cast Evankar's Justice with buyback. Stop the Drifter Beats. I'm really glad you found it too. And good evening, Pauper Tim. We're going to gain another life and play a Sungrace Pegasus. Opponent is only at 10. It looks like they found some more counter magic. Pulses back Muldrifter, goes up to 16, cracks map. But in reality, they can just kill us with, I guess if we draw Swamp, we might be able to get off 2 Evankar's Justices to kill these, but I don't think they're going to tap out in any way that allows us to get that line off. But heck, if I'm not playing to it, what if we kill these Mnemonic Walls and they can't? Or what if we draw like Bazooka Bog or something? Or like Relic Bazooka Bog? We have outs, actually. I don't think this is completely over. Especially where they're not leaving up enough mana to Ghostly Flicker Condescend. I guess I could get Prohibit. Yeah. Opponent gonna... No problem. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Dubskin. Thank you for coming in here, just saying super nice things and throwing me a sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. You rule. So they have 2 colored mana up to Ghostly Flicker and then Prohibit, like a Relic or something. 14 cards in our opponent's library. 7 minutes on the clock. Our turn. There's a Journey. So we have to at least, like, force them to do it, I guess. What does forcing them to do it do, though? Nothing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I guess, for what that's worth. We will Evankar's Justice with buyback. And yeah, we're not going to Journey because they can just flicker them in response. So we'll just pass. If there's a turn where we have to force something through, that's when we'll try to Journey to Nowhere. Yep. Gonna flick the Flicky Boys. Or hey, maybe we'll draw 2 Journeys. It's away. Vaprudnir, what's up? Oh yeah, we're at 54, but Tron is repeatedly casting massive Rolling Thunders and putting a ton of cards in their hand in the meantime. Just looping Mnemonic Walls and Pulsive Marasas and Ghostly Flickers. Oh my. Thank you very much for the follow, Chad Wicko. Welcome. We're drawing to our very, very few outs against Tron. And I think one of those is for us to draw the main deck Bazooka Bog or a couple of our relics. One of our 2 relics. If we can stop them from flickering one of these Mnemonic Walls, like, we might actually be able to do it. And it looks like they're just tapping a buttload of mana for Rolling Thunder this turn. So opponent going back on their decision. Leaving up what appears to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So that's an awful lot of mana. They must have a couple of Ghostly Flickers in hand or something. So we will gain a life. They got us dead to Mnemonic Walls in 2 turns. We have to figure this out somehow, guys. There's an Edict. Okay, that's sweet. Okay, so let's try to Chainer's Edict you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can flashback Chainer's Edict. Opponent tapping 4 mana. They're going to flicker the walls, get back a counterspell. Yep. Yep. Are they going to get back Rolling Thunder? Okay, sure. Because they have Pulse in hand? Cool. 1 mana floating. Mnemonic Wall down. We'll pass so that they don't have that mana. So we're going to pulse back Mnemonic Wall here. Sure. And we will Journey your other Mnemonic Wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So we can't flashback an Evankar's Justice here. We'll just pass. They only have 13 cards in their library. One of their Mnemonic Walls is taken care of for a second. We have extra cards to pitch to Dinrova Horror. They can't kill us with... Yep, they can't kill us with Rolling Thunder this turn. And we'll pitch Evankar's Justice. Wall gets back Pulse, which will allow them to get back any of them that die from Evankar's Justice. And I think they have a counterspell in hand as well. Or they can get a counterspell at instant speed with their... They're gonna get Condescend. Okay. They can get Counterspell instant speed with their Ghostly Flickers, so they can't Rolling Thunder for very much this turn. Epicure hasn't been fantastic. We've been playing this Tron matchup for a million years. And they can sack the Dinrova Horror and then get it back with Pulse of Marasa, so it doesn't like really matter. They're gonna Rolling Thunder X10. We'll just have a bunch of mana. For what that's worth, we're at 29, so I think they've got the lethal Rolling Thunder on board next turn. What do we draw? Survival Cache. I will survive. I don't really know what our outs are here, gang. Opponent has literally everything. Play a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 33. So I don't know if they know this, but if they sacked Dinrova Horror here, then... Oh, I guess I can just pulse it back. But if they sacked Dinrova Horror here, then they might not be able to kill us next turn, and that might give us one more shot. So, yeah, it looks like they're going to counter. They're just going to flicker. Okay. Get back Condescend? Or get back Prohibit? Or they can just Condescend X2 here. Gonna get back Rolling Thunder. Sure. Let go. Oh, I guess I can just let Mnemonic Wall go. True. Yep. I think they can only do 33 with the lands they have on board, but I assume they have another Tron land. Can't have Tron just not having Tron lands. Tap land, okay. Puts Muldrifter on top. I don't think it's going to end in a timeout. I think our opponent's going to kill us with Rolling Thunder here very shortly. 12, 18, plus 6 is 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So they can Rolling Thunder X27 here and put us to 3. Yeah, and we're in game 2. We had outs, and I was playing to them. Who knows, man? If they go tap all the way out here and give us an opportunity, like, maybe we'll get them. But we are at 10. And they can flicker this Mnemonic Wall to get back Ghostly Flicker pretty much right away. Nice. Yeah, so they got the Rolling Thunder back. We can't really beat that. We have a lower life total than them, so we're not even going to draw off of Martyr, off of Survival Cache. We draw a heckin' land, and our opponent is going to Rolling Thunder us to death next turn. So, GG, WP opponent. All right, we're going to get to go first. We've got the 2 most powerful cards in our deck in hand, so I'm going to snap it off. All right, let's see, guys. Let's see if we can't at least get a couple of game wins, get a match out of the old Epicure here. When Survival Cache is one of the best cards in your deck, you really have to start rethinking like where your life is headed. I don't know that I've ever seen anyone tank over a 6 that much if they weren't playing elves, so I think maybe that's what we're going to anticipate here. Oh, it's burn. Okay. Let's go. We draw Seeker of the Way. Heck yeah. We'll be casting that next turn. If we could draw, or if we could play Survival Cache, I would. But now we're probably just going to sandbag Survival Cache until that's relevant. Let's see if our opponent is on burn. Okay. All right, guys. We're going to see if we're actually fast enough to beat burn. This is not the burn hand, but we will see. We will see. It's super slow. That's kind of the main issue, but like Survival Cache with Seeker of the Way on board is total gas. We also have Aven Rift Watcher. Like, come on, deck. You can do it, bud. Like, let's burn, just like be a friend to me tonight and don't like that's definitely an issue. I will block with Seeker. So, if I don't play tap land here, I can go land Pristine Talisman, or like land Rift Watcher. Maybe Rift. I don't know. Actually, I do actually think Rift Watcher is the play here. As odd as that sounds. And then next turn I can go. Oh no, then I can't go tap land. It should be the best matchup. It should be. I'm not necessarily saying that it is. But I'm just going to play a Rift Watcher. I think it has the most value this turn. Although I could play Talisman and then potentially play... Yeah, in case of Searing Blaze, Exactamundo. So we'll play Rift Watcher, gain some life. And blocks as well, yeah. Because I kind of don't want to block this with Seeker. I kind of want to get value at a Seeker straight away if possible. And even Rift Watcher kind of does its job for a second, for a couple turns. So we're going to go back up to 20. Opponent has 4 cards in hand after a mulligan. Always good to see burn mulliganing. This should be a really good matchup, but it might not be. Like, what if it's not? How embarrassing would that be? All right, guys, come on. We can do it. If there's going to be one deck we hosed, it would have to be Burn. Although the 3 main deck Evankar's Justice are kind of like, the Burn matchup's good enough, let's move on kind of thing. So next turn I will be playing Seeker. They're going to play another Archer. That's not good. That's still trouble. I guess we can get him with Evankar's Justice. Eventually. Sungrace Pegasus. It might be Talisman actually. Because then next turn we can play Epicure. Cash, I think Cash is gonna have to wait. Although I have been burned on so many occasions. Not. Yeah, no, I know. But we have to start winning, right? Like you can't just gain life for infinity and hope you beat Burn. So if I play Seeker this turn, that means next turn I can play Talisman, Sungrace Pegasus, and attack with Seeker. So I actually think I am going to play Seeker here. Because it's amazing. Yeah, I could just Justice next turn as well. So no attacks because we will be blocking these archers if we have the opportunity. And yeah, I might Justice next turn. I think Justice next turn is actually best play. Yeah, you're right though. I mean, we take 2 off of it. We'll gain 3 off of Seeker. I guess we gotta hope they don't play Firebrand Archer here as well. I think it must be. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be something there. They're gonna take out the Seeker. Bummer. Okay. I guess we're gonna go to 16. 1 mana and 3 cards in our opponent's hand. Will you kill Rift Watcher, I wonder? No attacks. All right. Turn comes back to us. I think we do have to Justice this turn. It's just too much value for them in the future. We can play this out. We don't need the extra black mana right now. What does that let us do? Nothing. So I'm going to cycle this for black mana. Make my land for turn, and Evankar's Justice. In the Burn matchup. And then next turn will probably be Epicure, I guess. Just straight up run out Epicure, try to win with 4/4 beats from 14. Start gaining life with our other stuff. Opponent at 16. We're losing our Rift Watcher, gaining 2 next turn. 4 cards in my opponent's hand. We are at 14. That's relevant. Oh, there's Thermo Alchemist. That's an issue. We do have removal in this deck, and probably even more removal than we actually need in this matchup. So hopefully we find one of those cards. Pegasus. So I'm gonna go Pristine Talisman. I think I'm actually gonna play 2 Pegasi this turn. I know it sounds crazy, but if we play the Pegasi, then when Epicure comes down next turn, it acts as a lord for them. I must have more life gain in my deck than they have burn. They're probably so upset about this. This is absolutely just for fun, Erica. But they also have lifelink. Night Joel, good to see you, man. Pegasi, Pegasi. Any Picnic Face fans in the crowd? We have exactly 12 life gain spells. We have one in our hand that we haven't even cast yet, and we have these life linkers that we're playing a lord for next turn. Our opponent is deep in the tilt right now. Probably wondering, they're going to play Curse. Okay. No big deal. And they're just going to pass. Oh, guys. All right. Well, I'm feeling kind of okay now. Not super okay. Kind of okay. Oh, man. Okay. I know this doesn't further our plan very much, but I'm going to Journey the Thermal Alchemist right now. Get it out of the way. Play Pristine Talisman. Yeah, opponent gonna ping. And Lightning Bolt. Needle Drop, okay. That's unfortunate. We do not want them drawing more cards. But with the way our board's looking, like I think we might be able to get them. And this was like a slow draw for us. Like a mono life gain versus burn. Come on, opponent. You could at least play a little bit faster. I know you're on a burn deck, but... 3 cards in hand for our opponent. So we'll go up to 14. They'll go down to... I still don't want a Survival Cache here. Survival Cache dealing damage to them might actually be relevant next turn, so I'm going to go ahead and play Pristine Talisman. We'll just get that F6 value. Our opponent is playing a little bit slow, so that F6 value might help. I guess it'll suck if we have to Survival Cache next turn, but it is what it is. I think this is pretty good here. Gets us instant value off of our Epicure. Opponent gonna pass. Yeah, I imagine they have fire, whatever in hand. Do we give him a turn? I think we give him a turn instead of just gaining a jillion life here, right? So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, play Epicure. Because I think this puts us closer to winning like next turn. And Survival Cache has become a combo piece now. They might be able to kill us from 17 with 5 cards. Nice. Opponent down to 10. We'll just tap Pristine Talisman. Not going to be doing anything with it. Opponent goes to 9, and we should have him next turn. So they got to kill us from 17 with what they have in hand, plus Curse. So, all right, 4 burn spells. I'm feeling a little bit more confident with myself. They're going to Blaze the Pegasus down to 14. Okay. A little less realistic for us to win now. And just another Searing Blaze. Okay. We're going to go to 10, but we're going to gain a lot of life. We're going to ping him for 3, too. So if we draw into a couple more life gain spells, then we still win. Just continuously turning off my auto yields. Self-preservation. All right, we drew a land. That's not awful. So I'm going to go ahead and ping you Survival Cache. Clearly fears the Pegasi. Are they just dead on board? So this puts them to 7. This will put them to 3. This will put them to 2. They have to be so mad right now. But really, like, we don't have any sideboard for burn. I didn't put anything in there. I guess I have, like, Prismatic Strands. They might have, like, 2 Fire Blasts, but that doesn't matter. They might kill Epicure, I guess. That's a way to get out from under this somehow. Like, Fire Blast this. And if they do, we'll certainly instant speed this Revitalize. How's it going, Fetchland? How you feeling? I'm sorry that our deck is incidentally the deck for you. Saw you coming tonight, bud. Don't blame me, blame Moto. They're going to Fire Blast the Epicure. All right. So we'll Revitalize, instant speed, get our ping. Gain 3. They scoop. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really that sorry. Okay, so we should be fine. I'm not really worried about what they're doing. I guess Evankar's Justice is pretty bad. I'm okay having like one of them in. So we could take both of those out. We can bring in a Strands. And no, there is not additional life gain in the sideboard. I'm just going to go ahead and get that game up there. Keep me feeling good. So we've done it, guys. We've done it. If you're in the Discord, go ahead and spam some Sun Crown Hunters emotes, because we have now beat the Sun Crown Hunters record. So yeah, so we're just going to bring in Strands. I could bring in like one Fragmentize, I guess. I don't see why we'd bring in anything else. Yeah, we're going to get them. We're going to get them. They are on the play this game, which is super unfortunate, but we've got 12 cantripping life gain spells, plus all of our spells gain life, except for this one. And if I were my opponent, I'd be super tilted out. So I'm sorry I'm getting a little over the top here. Oh yes, I guess Standard Bearer Fog's Burn spells. Yeah, okay. I'll take a Fragmentize out and another, well, because I have a bunch of removal anyway. Well, anyway, it's kind of a non-issue. We've got a bunch of we've got Student of Ojutai. Let's get them. So if we go to game 3, we'll take out some of our targeted removal for, even though it kind of doesn't matter. Like we can hold on to it until we can trigger Student, and then we're just in awesome shape. So if we try to stick 2 Seekers here and then Revitalize, like Seeker into Revitalize, that's just game. Opponent. Martyr of Ashes, eh? Okay, that doesn't really matter. Orzhov Basilica, all right, we'll pass the turn. Because if they're going to use this on one Seeker, then, like, whatever. Ooh, they don't even have enough mana to activate it. That's interesting. Gonna attack for 1, yep. I guess we could just, like, hold on to the Seekers until... Oh, and this is each creature. We could hold on to the Seekers until we can protect them from this with Prismatic Strands. I don't really know how I feel about that. How do you guys feel about that? That's 5 mana. That's a long time. Like a really long time. Can we survive that long? Oh yeah, I guess we could like just wait till we get to 3 mana and Strands on their turn, and then you play one of them. It kind of changes how our next couple of turns are going to play out, but yeah, I'm okay playing one. I'm a little worried they'll have Searing Blaze. But they currently don't have enough mana to Martyr. So long as they don't have 2 mana, I will definitely Revitalize as opposed to playing an additional Seeker next turn. Maybe we'll get a peek at our opponent's hand. This really just has to get in for 1 attack, and we gain so much life. Like, they're so far behind. No free spells, so they can, like, point targeted removal at this, which is an issue. And then next turn, I'll probably just play Tapland, like play Orzhov Basilica next turn, and then Student of Ojutai the following turn. So we'll see what our opponent's all about. I think they're probably going to remove this. Oh, just another Martyr. Okay, sure. That's kind of a problem, I guess. Revitalize is instant speed. Do I want to just play Implement here? I think so. What do you think about playing with a list of your channel? If we crossroads first, then we won't have 4 mana next turn for Student of Ojutai. Yeah, I guess we could just crossroads here, and then we'll play Implement of Improvement and attack with Seeker. They can't just sit here on these Martyrs forever. I kind of agree with that, because we can recur this. We're not in any rush to play any more creatures. We're gaining 1,000,000 life. Like, we should be okay. These kill each other as well, so this is a little awkward, I guess. I guess I can sack 1 in response to the strands. Alright, attack with Seeker of the Way. Gain 3. Alright, your turn, opponent. Although next turn it could just be like Prismatic Strands for no reason kind of thing. I don't know. Only 1 land, so I think we will get another attack with Seeker. Yep, opponent's gonna get in. And 1 mana plays. They're gonna Chain Lightning the Seeker. Okay, sure. If burn spells are hitting creatures, then we're in pretty good shape. We draw Plains. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to Basilica back Chimera Crossroads here, and then we'll leave up Revitalize for their turn, and then play a Seeker next turn. What's my name? My name's Jeff. My name is Jeff! What do you think of playing with a list of your channel Inkritos to see and test how decks behave? Oh, just like play with you guys? We actually have a viewer match at the end of a lot of streams. Like if the stream ends early, I am totally down to go for a viewer match. Murders will get in. Yep. I found the other land. This is a creature that we care about. Man, finding that one of Evankar's Justice here would feel so good. What's going on here, opponent? Show me what you got. Therma Alchemist. Okay. So we'll Revitalize. No, I still have... I was sideboarding too slowly, so I ended up taking it out. Kind of like by accident. Alright, so if we play Plains here... Yeah, and then we can play Seeker, leave up Strands, and then we can play Student of Ojutai next turn, leaving up Strands Flashback, which is just, like, so wicked. What's up, Joel? Oh, my Moto name. Yeah, it's JFFCK. It's right here. Yep. Alchemist will do the Burninating. I guess 1 mana removal spell is a little awkward here. Oh, we can just flash it back. Okay, they're going to Searing Blaze. So they can't sack it. So we will Prismatic Strands here. On red. You just built the other version of this deck? Heck yeah. So we'll see if our opponent wants to point another removal spell at Seeker of the Way, but then we can resolve a Student of Ojutai next turn, and we should just be, like, way off to the races here. They only have 3 cards in hand. They're at 17. We'll eventually just draw cards to kill them. They can't sack their Martyrs here, so we have protection from the Martyrs, like, next turn as well. And yeah, check that other version over here. Thank you very much for the follow, Ivy Leaguer CU. Welcome to the Jank Bank. We're trying to out life gain a burn deck here. Who's like the first burn deck I've ever seen be under 10 minutes in a league before. All right, so Seeker triggers. Strands on red is just fine here anyway. Like it really does shut down what they can do for the rest of the turn. And will you do anything before it resolves? No. So we'll prevent red damage to us and to Seeker. 20 bodies that gain life on ETB. Well, they're bodies, right? No attacks from my opponent. Gotcha. So our turn, more lands, not super good, but we'll play Kabira Crossroads. The one way this could go really badly is if they like they double Martyr, so I kind of even want to hold on to Student here. They'd have to play a land to do that though, so they wouldn't have enough cards to reveal to kill it. So I'm going to Student of Ojutai. We'll hold on to the Pristine Talisman. And we'll just pass. I guess unless they want to double block. Flashback Strands. But that seems a little risky. I feel like they're going to kill these for us. Yep, pings us. And will you sack your Martyrs? Yep. We will certainly be cycling Ash Barrens before EOT. I feel like they're trying to make this as painful as possible, but like, this is what I do, man. This is just my Tuesday. 6F9, what's up? I could have played both. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess so. I kind of wanted this on board before I cast this, though, because it gains me 2 more life if Student's on board. But you're right. All right, let's see what our opponent wants to do. Strands is also going to gain us a bunch of life. We just have to not draw lands, please. Oh, just a version you find to be hilarious. Yes, go get yourself a good night's sleep, DCCIT. I'm very happy to have you, and thank you very much for your compliments on my content. Trying really hard out here, man. I appreciate it. Those pick-me-ups are what get me through. Thanks so much, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To warrant Seeker. Seeker's like the best card in this deck. Do you see how it almost won a game against Tron? Almost. Keyword. Evergreen keyword almost. Opponent is going to curse. Yep. Opponent's going to curse indeed. And what's this now? Chain Lightning's the Seeker. I'm not going to flashback. Like, there's no... This is going to deal 3 anyway. There's no real reason to keep Seeker around. Like, I feel like Student of Ojutai just does enough on its own. And, like, fogging these Martyrs eventually with this Prismatic Strands is going to be a lot more important, I feel like. So we'll just let Seeker go. Whatever. We have more Seekers. And Pegasi. Which don't die to Martyr anyway. Maybe they were a little surprised by that. Don't blame you. Cycle Ash Barrens, no lands, please, deck. All right, we will get a... I guess it doesn't really matter. Get a Plains. I can see us being choked on white mana eventually. Deck, don't do it. Okay, another Seeker. Rad. All right, so we'll play a land. Actually, we'll go to... Should we go to attacks? Let's not go to attacks. So we'll play a land, play Seeker of the Way. And I'm going to hold on to this Pristine Talisman because there's no way we won't be able to cast it next turn and trigger both of these. And I imagine this is going to be on board next turn. So I'm not really worried about losing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess we don't have enough mana to play this and Epicure, so I'm going to go ahead and do this now. Gain some extra life. Opponent going to ping us. Yep, down to 20. Yeah, I really wish there was a way to get 3 color. OP is struggling a lot. The Flicker gain life, I'm pretty sure Gold version was on that in the Discord earlier. Orzhov Epicure, sweet. That's right, Syscoms. We're trying it. We're going to see what we can do. Yeah, I would have scooped a long time ago, too. We've kind of got him up against it here pretty bad. And they can keep removing Seekers. Like, that doesn't super matter. Yeah, especially because they can just reveal Martyr. with Martyr to kill it now if we flashback Strands, and they get to keep around their... Although, like... Yeah. I think there'll be greater battles to fight. Our opponent's on 10 minutes, so they've really gotta figure stuff out here soon. And we're admirably fighting off the Thermo Alchemist damage. Maybe not necessarily Curse, though. Ooh! Don't mind if I do. So we're gonna go ahead and Survival Cache here. Draw a card. Gain some life. Oh, I love this deck so much. Sungrace Pegasus. No way. Okay, so we'll Sungrace Pegasus. I guess I should have tapped this there. Basilica back the Crossroads. If I was going to do this, I probably could have attacked with Student this turn, but whatever. Why risk it? They might be able to deal 1 to it and then hit it with a burn spell. Jerry! You can't just go to Candy Mountain. We're getting deep on the YouTube lore here, gang. So I think the plan is going to be get up to 4 lands and sack these Martyrs kind of like simultaneously. Which, like, whatever. I'll gain a bunch of life off of Student, and it probably won't die. Like, they'd have to have it go pretty right for it to die. It sort of is, yeah. Although we're not doing anything productive to kill them. That's why I was playing so aggressively last game, because the thing about, like, you can sit here laughing about how much life you're gaining forever, like, that's all well and good, but they are just going to top deck enough burn to eventually kill you. Charlie! Oh, right, so what, does Jerry not go to Candy Mountain? I was just digging for those internet deep cuts. Apparently tonight is the night of just, like, repeatedly going to time against opponents. Maybe they're trying to angle shoot a little bit, see if we'll stop paying attention. Prismatic Strand's wrong. I mean, if they know who I am, they know that I am liable to do that. They can't do anything tricky like reveal and then, you know, play a land afterwards. So, not super worried about it. They're going to attack with the Martyrs. I don't really get it, but sure. So we'll block with Sungrace Pegasus. We'll see what they want to do. This really just like this negates this combat altogether. I don't want to put this within range of a 3-mana burn spell or a 3 damage burn spell. There was a Rasker Driver. Jerm's goddamn path. Never did win those checkered flags, but he never did come in my. Jerry was a race car driver. He said, "Els, I'm number 1." That's a good one, man. Good old Jerry was a race car driver. Martyr of Ashes X1. Yeah, sure. This says flying. They scoop it up. All right, guys. Match 3. Oh my god, it's the same person. Oh, this is not good. We're gonna keep... Oh, no! Or no, I think this is that Tron player. I think this is that Tron player that came back in. But yeah, we're... Whatever. We'll play against Tron again, I guess. I think this is our round 1 opponent. Yeah. Okay. I guess. We'll go ahead and Basilica here so that we can Talisman next turn. They don't even play fast. It sucks. Moto heard my anguished screams from a distance. And in response to those screams, Moto yelled, "Get wrecked, scrub." Oh, frig. No opponents teched out for the matchup now. It is pretty unfortunate. Thank you for the follow, PH Bose. I appreciate that. We're about to go into another slog of a Tron match. Thank you, Moto, for the unfortunateness. We're going to play Seeker of the Way. We will play a tap land, and we'll pass the turn. Kind of wish I would have gone Plains a couple turns ago so we could Revitalize if they have, like, I don't know, a 2 damage removal spell here, but I don't think they will. They're going to Prism. Yep. Heckin' Tron, gang. Opponent Mnemonic Walls for their Impulse. Well, I'm glad that I'll be able to deal with that temporarily anyway. Until they find themselves a Dinrova Horror. We found out how we beat this deck. We just try to combo off and win. So I'm going to play a Plains and Revitalize. Bump the Seeker. And I guess we'll Revitalize again, but we're probably going to be just journeying this wall. We find a Pegasus. This deck feels so bad when you're playing against Tron. I'm telling you. Attack for 5. And hey, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana for Flashback Justice next turn. It's a start. Oh, okay, sweet. Where's that at? Where should I have seen the CK? What's up, Guy Garrison? Enjoy that, man. I think we're gonna be here for the entirety of that and probably the rest of this match. Our opponent's so edgy too. That makes it way worse. Yeah. All sorts of nonsensical counter magic left up for our opponent. They're going to Dinrova Horror next turn by pulsing it back this turn, and then they will presumably get back their Mnemonic Wall and win the game somehow. But we are well aware that we can almost beat them. We had them nearly timing out. I imagine they'll be playing quite fast this game. Might as well play a land, just in case they have Condescend and they want to do some other stuff with all of their jillions of mana this turn. They're going to let the Pegasus go. We'll pass. And here comes Dinrova Horror. Teachings for Pulse. They can't Pulse here. I guess I can Pulse and then... Oh, just Flicker. Okay. So they have Mnemonic Wall in hand. Fabulous. Dinrova Horror. Oh, the CK in my name is common knowledge. I am one with the brand. So we'll go ahead. We'll try to edict them. We'll try to get the horror in the bin. Maybe we can punish them a little bit for leaving us with this journey. Although I doubt they don't have some kind of interaction here. Condescend Exajillion. They're just going to bounce Dinrova Horror. Get back Mnemonic Wall. So I'm assuming they have some kind of... or maybe they just targeted a land or something. I don't know. Yeah, okay. They're going to get back Mnemonic Wall. And we'll pitch... Basilica, I guess, and just resolve to win with whatever we have on board. And we can't journey, so they can Flicker in response to yeah. So they'll get back Flicker. But what are they gonna let die here? They're just gonna Flicker something again. Okay. What's going on here, opponent? Sure. Yep. They're going to Flicker the Seeker, sure. This Justice will be hitting the bin. Yep. Creature goes down. And we'll journey the other one. No colored mana for our opponent. I think they'll probably get Mnemonic Wall. Ooh, okay. So I think, yeah, so that makes sense because that'll allow them to... Anyway. So they can probably get this back. They'll like flashback Mystical Teachings, get Pulse of Marasa, get back Dinrova Horror, and then, you know, all that shit. Taki mushrooms. So we will journey that. Excuse me. This is a family-friendly program. I apologize. And we'll see if they have all of the crazy Pulse-Marasa nonsense here. Oh, I love Tron, guys. Love playing those Tron matches, you know. Flashes back Mystical Teachings for Pulse-Marasa. Gets back Dinrova. Plays Dinrova, bounces the Journey. We'll pitch Seeker. And I think they get back their Pulse here. So even if we kill the Dinrova somehow, then we're in pretty big trubs. What's up, Kirk? How you doing? 1, 2. Yeah, they have enough mana. Oh, they're just going to drift away. All right. Sounds good. Get back Dinrova another day, I guess. We find Kabira Crossroads. So we're going to go ahead and sack the Implement, see if we find anything interesting off of that. Interesting things intensify. That's one way to beat them, but they'll just bounce into our hand till the end of time. Play Seeker of the Way, pass the turn. I think they're looking for Rolling Thunder because they know that's how they eventually win the game. Because they can't just attack us with Rolling Thunder with Dinrova forever. Or they'll just Impulse, find another Pulse-Marasa or a Mnemonic Wall. Oh man, have a great night, Vaprudnir. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I wish our time zones weren't super far apart either. It's been nice to have you. Thank you very much. Oh, they just had another Dinrova. Okay. No problem, opponent. No problem. They're just gonna bounce this Epicure until the end of time, so this will get back Pulse, so that Flashback Edict isn't an issue, and now they're gonna bounce all our permanents. Well, so I didn't run into Tron testing very much at all, so I was like, you know what, Tron will be our bad matchup, and and we'll just live that way. But yeah, not the case. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna try to bait out the Flicker. And when they go to Flicker Mnemonic Wall, I will I'll Doomblade it. But they probably just have Condescend. Do you have the interaction? The Doomblade guy's coming through. Yeep. Another Ghostly Flicker. Prohibit. Well, we're probably dead now. I'm gonna make them do it though. I think we came close enough last time that I'd love to just see what happens if we can take them out somehow. But yeah, they had it. Drew 1 million cards. Had everything. I'd rather have this Seeker of the Way on board than trade it with his Dinrova. Maybe we can get sneaky with it. More Dinrova. Yep. I don't think it has to be banned. I think my deck's just kind of bad. And yeah, that's just like the long and short of it, really. Bounce this Journey for me, opponent, for the perfect victories. Yeah, here go all of our lands. If they, like, they're going to get us down to no lands. I kind of feel like just scooping, but I also feel like making these decks play it out is part of it. Like, if you want to play this god-awful deck to play against, then we're both going to suffer together. Yep. Big old match 3. Every match going an hour tonight. We draw a 5-drop. Sure, opponent. My fun is not your responsibility? Oh. Opponent's got a Moment's Peace. Yep. Why didn't I pitch the Epicure? Oh, the opponent. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying to my opponent right now. If you'd like to continue attacking with your Mole Drifter, I will be wanting you with Sungrace Pegasus until you bounce it to my hand. This is game 1. We're at 38. Our opponent probably has a non-zero number of Rolling Thunders in their hand. 28 cards left in their deck. Oh, Kirk, I needed that. I need a little bit of wholesomeness right now. You've had it, eh? Good times? Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. We're making him do it. There's no chance we don't make him do it. And who knows, maybe we'll be able to eke out a game against Tron with our relics, but that's it, man. That's magic. Sometimes you resolve to have a auto scoop matchup, and that auto scoop matchup is Tron. And then you run into the same opponent on the same Tron deck a couple times. Yay. But in the end, I gained some life and drew some cards. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. Yeah, they gotta do it. Like, we had them down to 3 minutes last time. Like, I feel no sympathy for them. Like, whatever, man. If you're gonna play this brutal deck, then beat me with it. You gotta go all the way, opponent. Counterspell in their hand. Will you counter my implement? Now they can make us discard the journey. They always play into it too. They're like, oh man, I gotta bounce those permanents. They're like rabid dogs. Wow, Pauper Bust. Thank you very, very much for the sub. I appreciate that. 2 subs tonight, guys. That's wicked. Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. Sincerely, thank you. Very, very thank you. Pauper Arbust. RB-ust? Robust? That's the quality singing I expect from your streams. I feel like this is how I bring a lot to the table. I just get destroyed by the same stupid Dinrova Tron deck 2 times in the same league with a smile on my face, you know? The reason I'm fine with it is because I've kind of internalized that Tron is a horrible matchup and that there's just no beating it. Like, and let's just talk about life. This is life, man. This is life right now. All right, relics come in, but that's all I've got for them because Tron is so bad that I don't even have sideboard cards for it. Avantgarde's Justice is a way to win the game, I guess, but I think we all see how that goes. So we'll go down to 1, and we'll try to resolve a 5-drop against Tron. The suspension of disbelief. I'm breaking it. I gained some life and drew some cards. Oh, guys. Welp. It's got a Seeker of the Way. That's how we nearly won last time. So, let's go. Whee! Owl recently discovering the love that is Gabby Sparts. We've got 2 journeys, too. Who knows, man? Who knows? Oh, Terry. It's cool, man. Oh, they got Tron on turn 3 as well. So, life's good. We're drawing nothing we can cast. Our opponent's going to get Tron, play a Prophetic Prism, and play a Mole Drifter. And we're going to lose. Yep. How's the perfs? How's the perfs? That works. That also works for the Drifty Boys. Okay, all right. We haven't gotten all the way there yet. They are playing at lightning speed here, though. Bunch of 2-mana removal spells and a 5-drop. Feels good, man. I know I'll pitch this Student of Ojutai first because, like, Epicure Blood, right? Sure. Teachings for Flick. Teachings for teachings. Opponents setting up for the long game. Stacking for the long run. Yep. Ooh. Daggers. Well, they got a bunch of teachings in hand, so I guess we'll try to journey this. Attack for 3. How does it feel to not have a perfect life opponent? I don't know. I'm almost okay, you know. I feel like Ticket Santa tonight. I'm just out here giving a bunch of free ticks to this guy or girl, you know. They're a little edgy. They're perfect imperfections. So, you know, maybe, you know, they might need it. They might need that self-esteem boost tonight. And I'll totally be the one to give it to them. We drew a land at the perfect time. Opponent, gonna mystical teachings. Respecting the pristine talisman. They're going to get back their mnemonic wall, which is going to get back their mystical teachings. Opponent comboing off. Man, I honestly, like, no, I think it's pretty diverse. Like, I think it's super diverse. They've been doing this metagame breakdown lately on those subreddit, and like, it's pretty wide open, man. Like, I know it doesn't feel like it is, but I've played against several different decks. It's just tonight I'm incidentally playing against Tron a bunch of times. Like, it just feels bad, that's all. It feels bad tonight, but whatever. Just bad luck. I guess running into your auto scoop matchup, like, I think we have a pretty good chance against Delver. Maybe we'll get to test that out in the rest of our matches. This is only match 3. We still do have the opportunity to go positive. I'm not doing this. If we weren't going to run into Tron, I certainly didn't want to run into an opponent that knew what they were doing. We got an early survival cache, so I'm going to keep it. Turn 2. Sungrace Pegasus, turn 3. Turn 3 Implement of Improvement. Seems pretty good. Dongler Tron was fun. It was really, really good. I feel like I gotta switch that over really soon. I've been thinking about getting my brands aligned because my moto name and my deck stats names aren't yeah. I don't know if you guys knew this, but like, little Easter egg, if you click on the Who Am I down in the down in my channel description, then my name is Jeff Meme Plays. I don't know if anybody has ever found that. Okay. So unfortunately there aren't that many infinite life gain combos in Pauper. But yeah, I would like to see one happen for Epicure because it's a unique way to win with all of that life gain. All right, burn spells at our Sungrace Pegasus, definitely okay. Oh yeah, we're slow rolling it big time here. I'm gonna start playing implements because I'm sort of afraid of what our opponent could do. We're gonna get white mana for cracking all of our implements. So what are we gonna do next turn? We're gonna play a land. We'll have 4 mana. I'm gonna play 1 implement here. Because I want to cycle Ash Barrens this turn to get my 2nd black mana, just in case we draw a Evankar's Justice. They can kill us like soon though, so this is going to be a no messing around match because we don't have a way to kill them. They have Lava Runner on board, 4 cards in hand. So Alchemist, all right, sure. All right, so we're not going to crack. We're going to go get our 2nd black source. We have lots of removal magic as well, so we're not like dead to their creatures like some slow decks are. All right, so I'm going to play a land. I'm going to play out Talisman here. I know I said I didn't want to go too slow, but we're going to have to for a second. So I'm going to play out Talisman. I'm going to sack Implement. We might draw a... Okay, just more lands, but lands that gain us life, so it's not completely over yet. All right, we'll play Implement. We're at 17. They can still kill us from 17 on this board state. We're going to have to draw Threat. We're going to have to draw Action. 3 cards in hand, Lava Runner, Alchemist on board. Theoretically, they could kill us from 17 here. Needle Drop, definitely with a couple Needle Drops. Yes, Talisman will be tapped vehemently. Oh, God, stop having Needle Drops. God, I can't lose to burn. We can't lose to burn. Another Alchemist. Okay, that kind of sucks. 2 cards in my opponent's hand. Gonna have to find more life gain or a way to win the game in a hurry. Student of Ojutai would be fine, because it blocks as well. Chainer's Edict isn't awful, so I'm going to go ahead and cycle this first. There's a Revitalize. Okay, guys, maybe we'll get away with it. So I'm going to go ahead, cast Revitalize. Find a Bajuka Bog. So we'll go ahead and Edict them first. I don't think they will have any shenanigans here, but... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we play this, we'll go up to 6 mana, and then I'm going to bounce an untap land with this, because that way we can flashback Chainer's Edict next turn. So we'll do this, and we'll pass. Go to work on these creatures. Try not to die from 16. I disgrace the Sungrace Pegasus and its wonderful, wonderful family. You're right. Chain Lightning's us down to 11. I mean, it's going to be close. If we even have a chance at all. Which maybe we don't. I think we kind of need the lifelinkers to stick around. Down to 6. Ah! They got it. Fire Blast, FT dub. Of course they do. Burn never doesn't have the Fire Blast. And then if they don't, like... Yeah. Whatever. Okay. So Standard Bearers will come in. Justices will come out. We have lots of targeted removal for when we'll need it. I don't think we want... Maybe we want 1 Strands over a Doomblade even. All right. God, guys. God. God, no. Oh, God. I am the guy from Possibly Pauper Playable. Kim Jong Underballs. Yeah, I think we're playing right now. I think I'm playing against you. Maybe. Oh, deck, please. Be a friend. Okay, this isn't that bad. I would love to play Blueback Reanimator sometime very soon. I'm going to keep... We'll scry. Looking for life gain. Perfect. That'll do it. So play a land. Oh, okay. Yes, no, in that order. We'll get our black mana with this. Although we could be kind of choked on white mana, but... We're 100% going to play Seeker. Because we have a million Seekers. Part of me just kind of even... I think I'm just going to draw the Seeker here. Yeah. Play Ash Barrens. Play Seeker of the Way. Pass the turn. And yeah, we're just going to play Seeker every turn for the next few turns. And hopefully that wins us the game. It's a threat. They're going to kill it with Rift Bolt. And we still haven't drawn... Like, we have infinite removal spells. It's kind of weird that we haven't drawn that many. Especially where we've been so weak to their creatures. Alright, so we're just going to play out Seeker here. Play Basilica, bounce Ash Barrens. Pass the turn. Next turn, we'll get down Talisman. And we pretty much don't want to draw lands for the rest of the game. Unless they're life gain lands. That's pretty okay. Oh yeah, no doubt. Well, welcome. They're going to kill Seeker, get some value off their Thermal Alchemist. Tron must burn. That's what they want. I think worst matchups into best matchups is about all I can hope for. All right. They're more pristine talismans. Okay, so we're going to... if I cycle this for white, play it. I can still only Pristine Talisman this turn, but I am going to... I'm going to Pristine Talisman, and we'll tap Pristine Talisman to cycle Ash Barrens for white mana. And we'll play out a couple more Pristine Talismans and hopefully get there. Nope. Didn't play my land. Fabulous. That's okay. That's okay. We should be all right. Stop needle dropping, opponent. Opponent's super huge on the Needle Drop podcast. For once you're with the universe on something, it is helping tonight. All right, we found another land, so getting a little punished for missing my land drop. So play a land and cast a Talisman. Play a Seeker of the Way, and I'm going to hold this to give Seeker lifelink next turn. Oh, it is a Slippery Needle. They keep dropping it. That's a good one. I like that. Thanks, Owl. Opponent hitting their land drops valiantly. Hey, maybe Burn isn't just an auto win for us. Maybe it was just a clunky matchup last time. Removal spell for Seeker? They got a Bolt. Okay. So we'll have to take it. Don't have the strands to protect it. And more burn spells? Curse. All right. We can undo some of that for now. We draw Implement, so I'm going to go ahead and run out Talisman first. Tap Talisman for Implement. I definitely should have left some white mana back there, but it is what it is. Cycle Implement. Draw another land, because my deck is the biggest troll. Play a land, pass the turn. 3 cards in my opponent's hand. 3 talismans on board, undoing their on-board stuff. Seemed like something you might find funny. Frog, crab, not exactly tribal deck. I mean, frogs and crabs are like the same thing, right? Oh, burn. Burn, burn, burn. How you be so fast? No more needle drops. Needle drops, no fair. Oh my goodness, it's a lot of curses. 1 card in my opponent's hand. We're at 18, so we just have to draw something that matters. Please, deck. No more lands. We'll always yield to these. Lose a bunch of life. Deck. Could you not, dude? Oh, frig. That could have been... If we got that like 100 years ago, that might have mattered, but... We're probably going to have to strands on our turn next turn. Or leave these up for instant speed life gain on their end step, because it might matter. That's it, guys. Sometimes you play 5 drops, you draw a million lands, lose a game about it. Yep. So I don't know if it's time to strands now. I don't think it is. I think our best bet is to strands on our upkeep. But even then, it's not a great thing. All right, I auto-yielded to those. Fantastic. So I guess we strands on their next turn. Hope they can't kill us instant speed. All right, so Edict to you. Did I not tap my talismans? Oh my god, guys. Why am I tilting out so hard? Yep, go down to 5. Yep, go down to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chainer's Edict to you. We can undo their curses for the moment, but we're at 7. Like, it's not looking good. Especially because I didn't talisman on time. Basically allowed them to have a potential win here. So we're at 4, 1 card in our opponent's hand. I'm going to turn off my auto yields so that hopefully I can cast this Prismatic Strands. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. So we'll Prismatic Strands on red here. And we really have to draw a white creature. They might have a Searing Blaze in hand. That could be trouble. Oh. My butthole has never been so tight. Okay. Pass the turn. We're at 7 again. Yep. Opponent's going to pass. So we'll do this. We kind of gave them 3 damage for free, which is unfortunate. And Seeker. Sure. They have Searing Blaze, that's trouble, but I guess we can Strands. So we'll pass back to them. I guess I might try to win here. Yeah. Draw another card. We're down to 5. Gotta play this pretty smart. If they even get us down to 3, these kill us. Sure. Or I guess no, 3 doesn't do it. Okay. So we're not going to trade Seeker with Lava Runner here. That might be the wrong move. I don't know. We can still Strands. They're going to smash this, which would kill us. So we're going to go to 1 here. Okay. Which means we have to Strands on our upkeep. Or actually, we can go to 2 here, I guess. Yeah, let's go to 2. It might be worth it. I don't know if it was worth it there. Like, if they had some weird way to kill it in instant. Oh, frig! That does gain us a lot more life, though. So we're gonna play Student of Ojutai. And then we're gonna Prismatic Strands on our opponent's upkeep. Or do we attack here? Because we gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back up to 7. But then we're tapped out. So we're going to do it on our opponent's upkeep. So that maybe they can't kill us instant speed. Except I didn't do it on my opponent's upkeep. Okay. So they go to attacks. They just pass. Okay, we got to do it on our upkeep. Sure. So we'll try to Strands. Tapping Student of Ojutai. Give Seeker lifelink on red. So no red damage this turn. They couldn't win instant speed there. That's kind of interesting. That was kind of the stack. That was a pretty good stack there. Ugh. Attacking with Seeker here nets us more life than... So we have to attack with Seeker. Land is just the worst possible draw ever in the universe. We go up to 8. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. We're potentially at 10. So we're at, like, they have to have 8 damage or 5 damage worth of burn spells, I guess. Which isn't inconceivable. Reasons to have blockers, guys. Here come the Lava Runners. So we go to pretty much 1 next upkeep anyway. But they could just have us dead here. 4 damage, 1 card in hand. Tap these, back up to 6. Upkeep. I guess we'll let these go through. We have to get a pretty impressive chain of non-creature spells. Okay. Cast Implement of Improvement. Gain a couple life. Implement comes down. Gain a couple more life. Oh, God. Come on. We can do this, guys. We can do this. Gain some life. A land. Well, we fizzled, but we did gain a lot of life, and we have a blocker for these lava runners. We're at 17. Opponent has 1 card in hand and 2 lava runners that can't attack. Storm count 2. Oh, we needed that bad, guys. We needed that so bad. Oh, God. They're going to Rift Bolt our face down to 14. Okay. No attacks. Beautiful. Curses happen. We can't do anything about that. Forever, perceivably. What do we drop? Basilica. Okay. So we'll pick up Chimera Crossroads. No attacks from us this turn. That is not what we want to be doing, but that's all we can do. Deck, if you could just please, bud, if you could just please ship me some relevant spells, I would appreciate that a lot. So we'll gain a couple life. We're going to lose a few off of the curse. Yeah, I guess time could become relevant. Okay. Play land. Play Standard Bearer. So our opponent does have to point their first removal spell at this, their first removal or burn spell at this, that they might be planning on targeting Seeker with. Although they might use this opportunity to get it out of the way. Yeah, I guess we might as well just Talisman. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. We're at 12. They have us at a virtual pretty low life total. Chain Lightning, Standard Bearer, because they have to. We'll not pay 2 red because we can't. Gain a couple life. Turn comes back. We're at 14. Man, we really need a Pegasi right now. My hero. Pass the turn. That's all right, Owl. That's all right. Have a good night. Have a good night. Thank you very much for dropping in for as long as you have. They're going to Fire Blast the student, I guess, if they must. And attack with a couple lava runners? No attacks. Okay. And triggers happen. I'll let them go for now. Survival Cache would be awesome. We're probably just going to draw lands. Standard Bearer. Okay. All right. So we're going to play Standard Bearer so that they can't point removal at this for a second. We'll go to combat. We'll attack with the Pegasus, gain another life. Potentially trade Seeker with one of these goblins. I'm not really sure. I think they're probably looking for removal for it, and that's why they're not attacking. Apparently Burn can grind. Oh, more curses. Curses. Here come the Gobos. So do we take 4 here? I don't think we can. So we're going to have to trade. We'll go to 7, go to 3, 5. I think we won't block for 1 turn. I think we'll give them 1 turn to make it matter. And just hope we draw out of this somehow. Come on, Cantrip life. Life cantrips. Clearly should have gone for the epic Pegasus. Oh, yeah. So they can't target us with anything. They go 1, 2, 3, 4. I might as well just... We're not going to draw a card, which kind of sucks, but... Revitalize would be sweet. We are going to draw, or we are going to gain a bit more life this turn. And so we're going to gain another 4. Put our opponent down quite low. They have to target the Standard Bearer with their first burn spell. They're going to put us to 5. So they have to kill Standard Bearer and deal 1 to us, or deal more damage to us otherwise. Opponent draws a land. Any attacks? No attacks. Okay. Stability. Come on. Oh, the curses happen before the survival cache. No fair. Come on. More cantrip. Life gain. Triggers. We don't have very much time either. That's kind of relevant. Just a life gain land. Oh, no revitalize. Okay. So we'll get in with just Sungrace Pegasus here, I think. Probably offer our opponent the trade with a Seeker here. We can't take another 4 damage. I just don't think that's advisable. Especially where they have 2 cards in hand. I guess they still do have to target Standard Bearer. They cycle. Thermal Alchemist, okay, that doesn't really matter here. Come on, Pegasi. You know what? Like, Epicure would be sweet here. Yeah, Epicure would be awesome. I don't think it ends the game on the spot, but it would be awesome. Well, that's good. That's a potential Epicure. So we're going to Survival Cache, gain some life, draw a card. Bazooka Bog. Actually, Bazooka Bog's pretty good here. So we'll bog you. Make the Lava Runners really small. Go to combat. Gain some more life. Opponent's at 6. Would love an Epicure here. They're going to chump with a Lava Runner. Go to 5. We got to play so fast, guys. We might only have 10 minutes to try to win the next game if we make it there. We're at 17 now, though, so I think we got it. Yes! Oh my god, that was close. Okay. All right. I felt pretty good about all that sideboarding that happened. Maybe I do want this Doomblade. I think their creatures are actually more trouble than I'm giving them credit for. So I'm going to bring the Doomblade back in, and I think we'll go down a Standard Bearer. And try it like that. Yeah, Epicure would have won that game for us so much faster, especially with all these talismans. And note, we don't want to tap out with... I don't think it's bad enough to ship. We don't want to tap out with any of our implements on board. Burn on the play is pretty scary, especially with that start. We really don't mind lands here. Journey, hell yeah. Okay, our turn. Probably just run out. I'm okay not cycling Ash Barrens here. We don't have any double black except Flashback Chainer's Edict. We should have lots of time to find that. They're going to curse us straight away. Sure. Get in for 1. All right. Curse goes down. Land. Sungrace Pegasus. Okay, play a land. And I think we do have to play Sungrace Pegasus here. I don't like that it turns on their Searing Blazes, but it does start undoing some of the Lava Runner damage, and it will start gaining us some life if they don't have Searing Blaze. I can also just block Lava Runner. We still get to gain 2 here. They might have Searing Blaze. Yeah, I'm going to block. I think any damage prevented is good. I don't know if I'd call it a blowout, but... Oh, it was Needle Drop. Okay, that's kind of a blowout. Come on, something, land. Oh, okay, it's a tap land. So we'll play a tap land, and I think it is time to journey this, especially where we have Revitalize to buy us some time. I don't want this getting them extra value. I really don't hope next match is against Tron. We also have to play really fast. We're at 10 minutes. So opponent finds a land, does nothing. Nice. Okay. All right. So Pristine Talisman. Pick up Ash Barrens. And we'll go get white mana with this. Play Epicure. Oh, guys, I think we're going to get a couple of Epicures down this game. I don't know if we'll survive until they matter, but we might get a couple of Epicures down. Opponent is flooding out as well, I believe. We'll give them one turn to kill us. I don't think they have enough action to get there, though. All right, so they tick down on Curse, which Pristine Talisman is currently keeping at bay. We'll play a land. Play Epicure of Blood. Which also attacks for 4, incidentally. They would have to Fire Blast or Double Spell. That's correct. And it's a really fast clock. Like a relevantly fast clock. They're going to bolt our face. Okay. 2 cards in hand. We're at 12. I mean, that matters. 3 cards in hand, one of which is a land. They're going to Fire Blast Epicure. Okay, so we'll get some value out of it. 1 card in our opponent's hand. And turn comes back. Ash Barrens. So we'll play a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Epicure. And we're actually probably just going to Revitalize here. Like, I feel like they might actually be able to kill us from 12. I kind of want to play Sungrace Pegasus. But they might just remove it. Yeah. So I'm going to actually Revitalize main phase here. Just in case I do have another Fire Blast for this or something. And then next turn we can risk playing Sungrace Pegasus. This will give us more to do next turn as well. And Searing Blaze won't be turned on. Well, it'll be turned on, but it won't kill the creature. It almost missed, but when it did show up, it died right away. 9 minutes to kill him, and this is how we'll do it, by attacking with a 4/4. Opponent can't believe the Revitalizes. Yeah, this is gonna get sticky though, guys. I think maybe we have it, but I don't want to get too confident. They're in the tank. 2 M19 cards on screen right now, guys. Ooh, well, if we're going to be in the business of casting 2 creatures next turn, that is definitely where I want to be. All right, opponent, what have you got? Answers for 2 creatures? Chain Lightning's us, okay. No, we can't pay for Chain Lightning. What do we draw? Land. Thanks, deck. You're the best. Okay, so we'll play Seeker. We'll play Sun. They scooped. We got him, guys. We got him. All right, gang. We're on the play. Last match of the evening. Uh-oh, it's Control. They sent me a GLHF. That's not good. Oh, God. It's going to be Tron. We're going to keep. We got the... We got the Pegasus beats and the Epicure. No Tron one time, please. No. I don't know, did they? Why? Because I keep running into Tron. Oh, it used to be. Yeah, no, it used to be that. Cry with me now, gang. Let's cry together. Oh, they got the natural too. You know, I've had a really good time. Had a really good time out here with you guys tonight, and I appreciate y'all for coming. It's been an interesting league, and you know, I really don't want it to end any other way. I think this is the best way we could all end a league together. Opponent pitching lands, 1 colored mana. Don't Dinrova horror, please. My heart can't take it. All right. Do they have the counterspell for Epicure of Blood? Because if they do... Guys, I'm just like trying to breathe right now. I'm just really trying to take a deep breath and remember everything I've learned in my days as a Pauper content creator. Remember how much I love you guys, how much I'm enjoying my Baron matchups tonight, because my sodium content. Okay, we resolved Epicure though. Okay, guys. Okay. I don't know, man. I ran into 5 different decks last night. And yeah, you're going to run into the same like 10 or 11 decks, but like how many decks do you run into in like, you know, Legacy? Probably more than 10, honestly. Opponent, no. No love for the Epicure. That's why you play 5-drops right there, gang. Best lightning rods in the format. Play 5-drops so that your opponent completely underestimates the power of the Pegasi. Pegasi. All right, so we're gonna survival cash. I have to go to my happy place. Have you guys ever seen the Hannibal the TV series? You know how like Hannibal goes to jail and he's like, the way I survive being in jail is I just go to this place in my head where nothing can bother me, and I just stay there until I'm out of jail again. Opponent decides to begin to respect the Pegasi. Sure. With Pauper Tron nightmares. So Pauper Tim, you can actually vouch for me. So I was saying at the beginning of the league that Tron is actually like a terrible matchup for this deck. I told you that, right? Do you remember me telling you that? Because I did tell you that. So I wasn't just making it up. I thought that this deck just auto scoops to Tron, and we've played against Tron 3 times. Like, my heart is burning right now. Opponent, obvious Pulse of Marasa, so we're just going to let this go. I'd rather they didn't draw any more cards off this Muldrifter. They probably have Ghostly Flicker too. Okay, see guys, see, I wasn't making it up. Pauper Tim knows that this is a bad Tron matchup. I guess it's probably not hard to see, but I was confident that we would just be scooping Tron matches. We draw a bunch of lands. My favorite. We do draw Chainer's Edict. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So I guess if they got the pulse, they got the pulse. But we'll try to Chainer's Edict. Dude, I am the saltiest young man right now. And really it happens, right? Like you have tournaments where this happens. It's kind of unfortunate that this is when I feel bad that I don't do what Seth does with Against the Odds, where he basically plays a bunch of one-on-one matches, and then like sometimes, I know that's not always fabricated, but he'll sometimes like only have one of the bad matchups, and you guys get to see 3 Wooburg Tron bad matchups punctuated by very happy moments against Burn. But my opponent is playing way too slow, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just sit here for an hour and beat Tron. If they're on the capsized version of the deck, it's a lot harder to beat them. Dinrova Horror takes more mana. And Jank, It's the jank trashkin factor. I feel you there, man. So will our opponent counter this flashbacked Chainer's Edict? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We will Edict you. Run back another league. Oh, maybe someday. Maybe someday. They let it go. We get it for 1 with Sungrave's Pegasus. Go, Pegasus. Look at this valiant bugger. They're the Dirtle Police. They are the Dirtle Police. What the heck is this? Jillian mana. Oh, it's Capsize Tron. Fabulous. Well, I'm glad we had a lot of fun together tonight, guys. Because, Sugar, we're going down swinging. Yeah, hit it up. Hit it up on Facebook, my dude. 10 cards in my opponent's hand. Just a casual 10 cards. Gonna capsize our board or play Ulamog's Crusher. As the Cheons like to put it, Utamog's Crusher. Mnemonic Wall for Flame Slash. Swing for 1 like a Baus. Alright, our opponent can draw their whole deck if they want. Ooh, yeah, tap out. Let me cast some spells this turn. What? The heck are you doing? You just bolt me? That's rude. Here come the Drifter Beats. Yep. So I'm going to keep journeying these Muldrifters. We'll play Pristine Talisman, and we will draw a card with Revitalize, and we will Journey to Nowhere the Muldrifter, because they may deck, and we'll play Tapland. Pass turn. Our opponent on the F6 value, we're not going to hang out for very long. If they basically get us, like, we're going to top deck a few times, but where they have Capsize, it's a lot harder to play around than, we don't have any counter magic, so we can't answer it. We can potentially answer Dinrova Horrors through a string of very fortunate plays or our opponent being greedy, but I don't really feel like doing this again. So we'll see what happens. Oh, our opponent doesn't even attack with the Muldrifter. No respect. Implement. Sack Implement. I guess maybe they can beat us on time if we keep just dirtling around gaining life. Doomblade. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, so we'll go ahead and bounce Kabira Crossroads. That gains us some more life, right? Pass the turn. Opponent has Ghostly Flicker up, so we're not going to do anything about that. I don't know if they have flashback. Anything that matters. Yep. We'll hold on to this Doomblade. We might be able to kill Mnemonic Wall in response to like a flicker, but they can still just capsize our whole board. We're not really big fans of that. Implement. Play Implement. Gain some life. Draw a card. I'm assuming they also have their whatchamacallits. Cool. Play Kabira Crossroads. Pass the turn. They have their Rolling Thunders as well, so that could be an issue. I guess maybe we could kill them with whatchamacallit someday. I keep calling stuff whatchamacallit. We could kill them with Evankar's Justice someday. I do post articles on Reddit. I'll get them for you in just one sec. We gotta play fast, but we're almost to Scoop City here. Opponent gonna bounce another land. Yep. I guess I might as well tap it. Being a little greedy not tapping them. And they have Ghostly Flicker mana. I don't... Yeah, so Doomblade doesn't matter. We'll just pass. Yeah, so I do post articles on Reddit. You can find them right here. Be posting an article tomorrow night. So once like a considerable amount of our board has been bounced, we'll just call it. No, just there. So I haven't been. I guess I'm waiting for someone to contact me. I should probably talk to people who have been successful with it in the past and like ask them where they got their start kind of posting on websites, because I would love to post stuff about these decks online. Honestly, like I think that would be, or it's already online, but like post them, you know, to like some legit content creation places. I'd be very, very happy about that. Right? Revitalize. All right. So if they don't give us an opportunity to... I'm just going to keep looping this Chimera Crossroads. If they don't give me the opportunity to Doomblade anything, then I'll cast Revitalize. Yeah, maybe I should talk to them about it. Oh, opponent tapping a jillion mana. Yeah, so they could tap... They could like... So they have one generic mana floating, and they could tap this for 2, filter 1 for blue. Purposefully not F6ing here so that I can try to kill this. All right, so Mnemonic Wall's dead. At least the flicker loop's over, but all that really gives us hope for is like dismantling their damage somehow. You have a site, Pauper Tim? You can host it. It's me and Reddit are, we've been, oh. Me and Reddit have been in kind of a weird place lately. So we're going to revitalize. Yeah, it's a spot. I kind of like Reddit, honestly, like considering, because it's a place where I can post stuff and people like it's my highest third-party traffic right now. So despite like that people don't upvote it all the time, they still come out. They still do watch all the videos. And I appreciate that a lot. No respect for the Seeker. Just bouncing all our lands. You got it. Capsize Tron it is. Flame Slash the Seeker. Play some Tron lands. Tax for 5. They only have 20 cards in their library. You can play a bunch of life gain stuff. We will Journey Muldrifters because them decking is an opportunity for us to potentially win the game. Let's play Pristine Talisman, pass the turn. I played a land this turn, right? Opponent going to do their capsizing here. Yep. Throw back our Bazooka Bog. They're like, I don't care about that silly Bazooka Bog opponent. And I don't know if they're going to bounce the journeys. Like we might end up having enough mana to cast both of them. So maybe they're going to try to play away, because if they keep having to bounce these to attack with their Muldrifters, then they're going to be in trouble. Probably Kabir Crossroads here. Yep. That's some pretty interesting clock tech right there. You got to click OK and yes every time they yield priority again. We'll pitch a bounce land. What do you got, opponent? A jillion capsizes? Well, I never. This is the secret tech to beating opponents on capsize. You just like make them cast capsize 100 times. Yep. Our lands are in our hands, opponent. They are. They truly, sincerely are. Boggles. Pristine Talisman. All right, let's gain some more life. Pass turn. Pitching bounce lands. 19 cards in our opponent's library. They're doing 2 to us a turn. So they don't have to deal 2 infinite amounts of times, but We do have 2 mana stuff that would help, but I don't think we'll be allowed to stay on 2 mana for any amount of time. It is making their lives pretty miserable. TBH. All the capsizing happening on their turn. Opponent resolving that they can probably kill us with Muldrifter before they die from milling. Doing a little bit of math about another capsize. We're just playing another Muldrifter. That is where your lands belong. Land segregation is placist. It sure is. We're going to gain some more life. Last turn. Start pitching tap lands. F6. Let our opponent just try to brutally capsize us to death again. Maybe they just won't waste time capsizing anymore. Nope, they're going to waste time capsizing. Okay. Sure. Sure. Yep. Yup. Ooh, they're going to draw right now. Maybe they're looking for Crusher or something. I guess just they want to start attacking for 6 every turn. Flame Slash hits the bin. Electrickery hits the bin. Flame Slash hits the bin. This is a really fun Tron opponent. They got main deck Electrickery. Pitch Cash. We'll pitch Student. 12 cards in my opponent's library. We're at 29. The attacks begin. The capsizing happens. The F6ing continues. Career Crossroads, past turn. It's over on... Oh man, thank you, Come In, we were closed. It's over on Reddit, so you can check out my articles right here. We will pitch Student. Did I not play land that turn? Next level. Just playing super fast. And brag about it later. Isn't that the only reason to play Capsize? Pretty sure. They are letting me gain 2 life every turn, but I guess it stops them from potentially decking. Just draw a bunch of 4-drops. Yep. And they are attacking for 5 every turn. Like, pseudo 5. Chainer's Edict doesn't do anything. Opponent gonna capsize our Kabira Crossroads in response. Sure. How could they not have Rolling Thunder? They have 9 cards in their library. Are we dead here? 6, 7? We're not dead here. We'll take it a couple more turns. They might have Lightning Bolt. This is a Lightning Bolt deck. And just like Dusty Springfield, I mean, Uncle Cracker, we will be drifted away. I kind of love this. I don't know. There's some kind of like meditation to it. And this gang is why Capsize is a fun card. All right, so I don't have anything against Capsize. Evankar's Justice are exquisitely bad in this matchup. And I don't really know what else I bring in. Standard Bearer. We'll keep 1. We might get lucky and it'll win us the game. We'd love to play first. Yeah, whatever. There's a lot of life gain. There's some Kabira Crossroads. There's some card draw. We played Mono Green Infect last night, actually, so you can probably catch that on the stream replays. Check it. Maybe we'll draw an untap land. Prophetic Prism, yep. Did opponent get Natural Tron again? My life is a joke. Can't make any plays this turn, so we'll gain some life off of this. Pegasus. Pass the turn. Opponent, Impulse, looking for the last Tron land. And next turn, we'll probably, if we draw an untap land. Okay, so now we can Pristine Talisman, Sungrace Pegasus, pass a turn. Next turn, we can play an Epicure of Blood, but our opponent is very, very close to just capsizing us to death, so yeah, they got it. Opponent can begin the capsizing. Feels good, man. Forbidden Alchemy. Okay, so they're just going to go digging for it. But we're going to play an Epicure next turn. I don't even know if it makes any difference. TBH. So yeah, so actually, I think I'm just going to run out. I might as well. It's the Epicure deck, right? So we'll run out Epicure, and maybe we can get him. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. Artorius Law. Welcome to the Jank Bank. Let's see what kind of counter magic our opponent's thinking about. Oh, they're going to Impulse. Okay. Looking for removal for Epicure. I don't know, man. Like, things get out of hand pretty quickly. We would have to, like, a lot of things would have to go right here for us to win. We can like play, if we draw untap land, we can play Student of Ojutai, Chainer's Edict, a creature they play, but like an ungodly number of things have to go right for us to win here. They're gonna Flame Slash the Epicure. Yep. Some blue mana, they're gonna drift away. Opponent goes for a drift. Opponent is set adrift. I'm okay killing this now because I haven't seen a Pulse of Marasa out of them yet, so maybe they don't have one. We did see a lot of their deck last time. And maybe they just didn't want to show it to us. So we will Edict you. And play Rift Watcher. Go to combat. Attack with Pegasus. I think we'll probably end it after this. I think my normal ending time is around 10 o'clock. So I'll probably call it quits after this. Although next time we'll probably have time. I've been ending early really, Protection from blue. Protection from anything would be nice. It's just a very hard card to do anything with. But yes, blue would be a start, especially in these Tron matchups. Yes, but I think I'm going to miss chat battle tonight, just where we're getting so close to end time. All right, we draw on tap land. So let's go to combat and attack, just in case our opponent wants to capsize to save themselves some damage. Doesn't look like they do. All right, so we'll play a land, and 1, 2, 3, 4, play Student of Ojutai. And we can gain a lot more life off this Revitalize now. Opponent's going to Teachings, okay. For Exclude, pretty good. They're going to draw another card. Yep. And I guess we already played our land drop, so we'll Revitalize on their end step for the rub-ins here. Here comes a Drifter. Yep. Gonna draw a couple cards. You can't run from the storm forever. Oh, it's gonna be Goblin Storm someday, and it's gonna be a tough one. I can see it already. Ooh, Survival Cache. That's my favorite card. Rift Watcher vanishes a little bit. There's another Epicure. So let's see if we can force their hand a little bit in combat here. Doesn't look like they want to. Maybe they've got counter magic up, but you know what? Something about the bold being favored and all that. I feel like our opponent's going to Flashback Teachings for a counterspell here. But we're not trying to sneak anything through, so the less counter magic in our opponent's hand, the better. I'm almost just okay getting the Survival Cache through. And they're not going to get a capsize with this Mystical Teachings, so got that going for us. Dang it. Epicure comes down. We will ping and pass turn. I don't know if we're still favored, even with capsize in our opponent's hand. I guess they have to capsize Epicure and then eventually counter it somehow, but they have a jillion mana, 4 of which are blue, so they can capsize 4 permanents a turn. So they can go like capsize this, capsize this, capsize this, capsize this. Actually, I don't know. No, I guess tap land would be the play. Tap land would be the one. I'm gonna make him do it. We played too many Tron decks tonight for me to not make my opponent capsize whatever the heck they decide to capsize here. And all colorless mana for my opponent. Any attacks? No attacks. So where they can just capsize 4 permanents, unless I can get instant value off of this, I'm probably not going to cast it. Like a gain land, I guess. It's not a gain land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's get their pressure off board. Because like I said, I don't believe they're running Chainer's Edict, or they're running Pulse of Marasa. So I'm okay with doing that there. They could have Rolling Thunder. They probably have Rolling Thunder, and I just didn't see it. They're at just under 9 minutes. Opponent just going to pass. Cool. All right, so we will... yeah, I don't think there's any reason to Epicure here. Or I guess we might as well, because we can get off Revitalize while it's on the board. So yeah, so we'll... 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I think we'll want to cast Epicure first. But they could theoretically counter it here. Doesn't really matter. It makes Sungrace Pegasus deal more damage. It'd be cool if we could like kill this in response, but we can't. Sure. Replay Sungrace Pegasus. Opponent gonna capsize our Epicure. Riveting gameplay loop. Yeah, I'm on Atlantic time, so in real life, closing in on 10 p.m. here. Closing in on having enough of our opponent's capsize shenanigans. Yep. And counter magic for the Sungrace Pegasus. All right, opponent, you got the board clear. What was that all about? Prohibit. Okay. Seagate Oracle. Yep. All good. Some more colored mana. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can capsize 3 permanents. Which means we're just going to gain some more life next turn. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. I'm not clock scumming here. I'm making my opponent win with capsize because that's what they set out to do. And if they have to win with a couple of seconds on clock, then they have to. Otherwise, we get a win against Tron and I go positive. So I'm staying. I don't care what you guys want to do. There's Seeker. Okay, so playing Epicure here doesn't really do anything because we only get to gain 1. So I actually think we're just going to gain a ton of life and play a tap land. Well, our opponent's tapped out. Pass turn. I know, I'm not part of LLR. I can't believe it. Play as many permanents as possible. Deny my opponent the perfect wins. the flawless victory. They want it bad, man. They want it bad. And Tron's our worst matchup, so if they're gonna find a matchup to do it, this will be the one. I can only imagine their current blood pressure values. Yes, 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 opponent. You bounce the lands. I know, this is what you do. Bouncy bounce, bouncy bounce, 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 bounce. And all on tap lands, which I'm kind of grateful for. Gets in for 1. We're going to draw another card. It's another survival cache, which I almost think is more productive than playing 2 Seekers. But if we play 2 Seekers, then I think they're going to feel compelled to bounce the Seekers before they do anything else. So we'll play 2 Seekers. Pass the turn. Discard Swamp, I guess. Gonna bounce a bunch of lands, and we have to hit some 2-mana non-creature spells, because we can bounce Seeker. Oh, is this Pulse? Bummer. They found the Pulse. Well, winning the fair way. A little out of the picture. Going down with the ship. I don't know, man. I don't know. Our opponent didn't waste their whole turn capsizing stuff that turn, so... yeah. Maybe we're okay. More Mole Drifters come down. Imagine I drew Evankar's Justice and we just killed these. That would feel really good. Mnemonic Wall, just more Drifters. All right. We're at 51. Opponent can't really interact with our board state now. We're going to go back up to 5 mana. Gain a ton of life. And yeah, that's what we do, so... Opponent not doing anything. It'd be nice to be able to get rid of these. Like, if we drew Evankar's Justice, that would be wicked, but... Hey, what's up, Kinski? Welcome. Journey. Okay, well, Journey doesn't matter. So, what we're going to do is... we're going to play a land. And play... Pristine Talisman. Trigger our Seekers. We're at least going to put pressure on them while gaining all this life. And Survival Cache? Man, no doubt. Thank you very much for coming through, Kinski. It's good to see you. Welcome. Oh. Maybe our opponent can bounce enough lands that won't matter next turn. Who knows? Who can tell, really? Doing all the capsizing on their turn. Wise opponent. I wonder if they're going to bounce the Seekers or not. All right, they're going to choose to bounce the Seekers here. And what's next? One more capsize left? Any capsizes left? No, I don't think so. Oh, is this another Drifter? I think I'm going to get to kill all their Drifters next turn. Though I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, maybe. I don't think so. Because they're going to get Pulse back here, but it's going to help. Oh, they get back Flame Slash. Sure. Oh, guys. Turn off those auto yields. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Oh, don't tap all that mana in my upkeep. Pass into my main phase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Evankar's Justice. Play land, play Journey to Nowhere on Seagate Oracle. We want them to draw cards, not get spells back. And we're going to discard probably this tap bounce land. We're at 54, and our opponent has to try to kill us with a Seagate Oracle. So they got that going for them. Yep. Opponent bouncing lands. Drifty boys. I've done it. I've become the meme I've always dreamed of being. 14 cards in my opponent's library. I think I would be delusional to think that they wouldn't start capsizing their Mnemonic Wall to get back Pulses, to get back the Drifters, etc. But I don't know if they see that line. I think they're just trying to disrupt my mana base a bunch. Yep. And honestly now, like, our prerogative might just be to gain as much life as possible even. Like, instead of just playing dumb Seekers that are going to die. I don't know. I don't think my opponent sees the line with the... Oh. Well, they definitely are in trouble now. So we'll go ahead and we're going to play a tap land, I guess. Why not? Gain land. Or we play untap land. 1, 2, 3 for Talisman. Play Relic of Progenitus. Crack Relic of Progenitus. Get rid of those Mole Drifters. And I think they actually might even deck before they can kill us now, unless they have more creatures. And we have another Relic, so that's pretty sweet. Pitch Scoured Barrens. Pitch Student of Ojutai. Pass turn. I guess they might have Rolling Thunder, which could be an issue, but it is what it is. More permanents. Give me more permanents. Yep, Pristine Talisman back to our hand. Probably Journey back to our hand. Sure. They're going to draw another card, bringing them ever closer to death. I don't really know, man. I think it's going to be closer than I think. So I think we're just going to play a land, play Pristine Talisman. What you doing, opponent? They're going to prohibit Pristine Talisman, so we'll play Relic of Progenitus. Go ahead and trigger now so we can have 6. And we'll discard this, the Epicure of Blood. Our opponent wants that, they want that win, man. They want it bad. Capsizing all our stuff, as you do when you're the capsize deck. Yeah, 2 minutes and 45 seconds to be precise. I'm starting to get a little nervous they actually have a way to win here. They're sort of playing like they're going to win eventually. Opponent going to leave up some mana for... yeah, there's Implement, but that doesn't really matter. Play land. I guess we'll try to run out Relic. They don't care. And... yeah, let's run out Implement. Why not, you know? Go ahead and get rid of that Flame Slash. Pass turn. Discard some tap lands. Yeah, so 3 damage on board isn't going to do it, but I've lost to worse Tron hands. Or worse Tron board states at them having this little time on board, so... we'll see what happens. Yep. Kabira Crossroads, come back. Yep. More capsizing. But I feel like they're not doing that math. It's like, will I have enough time to like peg them down with Seagate Oracles and then kill them with capsize or something? Like, I don't... It doesn't feel like that's happening over there right now. All right, play Kabira Crossroads, pass. And we'll pitch Basilica and just like stuff, whatever. Maybe that Battlefield Scrounger. Yep. I'd rather gain the life. Like, I don't know what other out they have, unless they're just going to like slam an Ulamog's Crusher next turn and like lull their way all the way to the bank. Because they deck if... they can't even win without decking here. So, like, I don't know. Slash winning faster? Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm willing to accept that. And never play this deck again. Yep. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they'll still win. Oh man, the Pegasus comes through in the end. The beautiful, beautiful Pegasus off the top of our deck. I'm not completely convinced they're not just going to kill us with Rolling Thunder soon. But at this point, they almost can't even tap their mana fast enough to win with it, so... yeah, like, we're pretty close to decking them as well. Pass the turn. I don't think we'll ever see any of these 2-drops again. Opponent doing 1 each turn. 12, 13, 14, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they can only do 29 damage with Rolling Thunder. Or 27 damage with Rolling Thunder. So they'll just deck before they can do that. I think we got him. I think that Evankar's Justice on the Muldrifters was actually like the most clutch thing that's ever happened. Yeah. They actually can't. I don't think they can Rolling Thunder for lethal. They do Lightning Bolt us, though. So maybe that math is happening over there. I don't know. Yep. Still bouncing our lands, though. And bolting us. Oh, yeah, I guess so. I think I was tapped out, though. And honestly, like, Capsize is doing a lot more damage to them than anything else, so... Honest to God, I hope they win. I hope they go down to, like, 40 seconds, like, barely any cards in deck, and still beat me somehow. Like, I think that would be true catharsis. We'll do it this turn. Maybe they'll kill us here, though. 30 seconds on the clock to do all their tapping. Oh, we're in our upkeep. Play Relic. And can our opponent kill us? 2 cards in library. The math just doesn't add up. Thanks for the games, Capsize Tron. Yeah, I think we got him, guys. So, hey, came out of it in the end with a win against the deck we couldn't beat. Gotta have it, guys. Gotta have it. Gotta have the one win against the unbeatable matchup, right? All right, I'm probably going to... That feels really good, having lost a Tron all night and then just finally giving it to them.